Your title may be perfect and your image stack may have plenty of lifestyle, but if your main image is not optimized, nobody's going to click. My name is Dustin. I'm the founder of Preston's Quality Solutions, and today we are going to be reviewing one of the most obscure products I think I've ever reviewed. Let's get to it. Say hello to Yuzu juice, and if you've ever heard of this before, congratulations, you are much more cultured than myself. But for those who don't know, this is considered a citrus juice, both sour and a little bit sweet, that originated in China over 1,000 years ago. It is what I consider to be an obscure product if you're in the United States. Anywhere else, maybe it's popular, I'm not even sure. But let's go through and look at this just a little bit. If I was going through and scrolling, first off, I'm actually not a big fan of clicking on this top part here. Sponsored brand, sponsored display, they're both really great. But the moment I see that, I get a little bit skeptical, so I'm not always going to click on those. However, I do like to scroll a little bit. And looking at some of these, this is the only listing that shows me what exactly this might be. It's a citrus, blah, blah. Yeah, there's this little drawing here. But what is it? How thick is the product? What is it used for? I don't really know anything. Now, this title is fantastic. Yuzoko 100%. It's 8 ounces. Okay, but let's keep scrolling just a little bit. Now, if I was to tell you that one of these listings has a fantastic image stack, a really good title, bullet points need some work, but overall, it's a pretty decent listing, you couldn't tell me which one it is based off of these that you've seen so far. You can make a guess. I mean, this one looks interesting, but this one's got packaging. Oh, but that's pineapple. This one's probably got tons. Well, that's 23 ratings. This one says popular brand pick, but the title's really short. Well, if you didn't guess already, I'll go ahead and tell you. It's this one right here. And I'll go ahead and click on it to show you. When you look at this listing, you're going to notice a couple of things. Number one, title. Very well optimized, good separation. It hits all the high points early on. I'm actually a big fan of putting the size or amount towards the end of a title. Treated for maximum flavor and aroma, never heat. So it's got some interesting stuff. Put a space there. That's important. Got a few reviews, 4.6 stars, 500 bought in the past month. If there are 500 of these purchased, but only 41 ratings, start making connections with creators. Start reaching out to people and saying, hey, we're going to give you a bottle of this. It costs 26 bucks, but we're making good sales. Give us a review. We'd love to hear from you what you think. That can be tricky. That can be risky at times, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. One-time price, subscribe and save. Yes, good job. The only thing I'd say here is subscribe and save. Make sure it's the first thing that pops up. Just switch these two over. Bullet points, they could use some work. Incredible taste, pure premium. I think that these hit everything they necessarily need to hit, but there's more keywords you can put in here, and that's going to help this index even better. Now, looking at the main image, decently high quality. A little goes a long way. I really appreciate them saying this. Apparently in cooking, this has a really, really robust flavor to it. But I honestly wouldn't have clicked on the product, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't search for this product in the first place. I would have clicked for the other one that had the citrus on it and the pretty packaging. I just probably wouldn't have selected this one because I couldn't see how many were bought. Yeah, it's got the red, but whatever. Now let's look at the image stack. Wow. Bright, vibrant. The yuzu is, the white kind of blends in. I would pop that just a little bit with a little bit of a black fade background. The bright floral citrus from Japan, your favorite, chef's favorite ingredient. Oh, okay, so there's some grammar there. That's a little weird. They should change that. This is great. It's pouring into the glass. That's what it looks like. I couldn't tell if this was going to be kind of creamy and thick, kind of like condensed milk, or if it was going to be juice. I don't know, but that color actually seems a little different from the main image. That's very interesting that those look so different from each other. That looks great. I don't know why it's by strawberries, and some of the strawberries look, I mean, they look a little bit wilted. That's interesting. Yes, using it in cooking, showing where it works, even having a picture of it at the table. Oh, wait, they already did. I think I would have put this with people in the picture, like someone pouring it onto something and then other people are eating. That'd be a little bit better lifestyle overall. And then they have a video, and the video is good. I didn't realize you can make pie out of this stuff. It was very interesting. So yeah, bullet points need to be adjusted. Title honestly is great, just some spacing and grammar issues. Main image. Put the Yuzoko, because that's what they call it, the brand, I guess. Put it a little bit to the side, put the packaging in the background, put a couple of those blended citruses like in the front, one of them cut open so you can see the juice, the other one whole. Boom. You got a main image that people want to click into, just like that. Now, let's go down here a little bit. Oh, choking hazard. Oh no. That's brutal. I mean, I don't think it's going to be an issue. People are still going to buy this. But man, it's that cap. Like, if you're not careful with this, people are, yeah, that's about how you listed the product. A plus content, before we even get into this, I already know. I didn't look yet, actually. I should have, but I already know this is not going to have crawlable text. And there's a little bit of alt text. Yuzu bottles next to media, mentions New York Times, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal. Remember, guys, alt text is the stuff you put in that you couldn't put in the description or the title because it doesn't make sense or it doesn't fit. Because a good long tail keyword might be Yuzoko bottles or Japanese cooking, like whatever that might be. You'd have to check whatever platform you want, Helium 10, whatever that might be. But this is where you put Spanish, Japanese writing. You can put tons of misspellings in here because I guarantee you, Yuzu gets misspelled all the time with two O's or an O and an O and an IEO, whatever, A-E-I-O-U. Could be anything. But you want to make sure you're putting stuff in here that you just couldn't put on the front end. It doesn't need to be sentences or even complete sentences. Just stuff. Throw stuff in there and see how you can index on it as long as it's relevant. That's a good place to test relevant keywords as well. Whatever Amazon tries to say, no, they don't index. Yes, they do. We've proved it over and over again. No crawlable text. I called that. And, in case you missed it, no brand story either. Brand story would be huge on this. Even more crawlable text. Some lifestyle images talking about, I love brand stories that actually tell a story. Who were the people who created this product? Tell me about them. Tell me about when this company started, where it started, where you get your hybrid citrus fruits, whatever those may be. Tell me a story that I can scroll through and interact with. You can also put alt text in there. And then if you want to at the end, put some other products that you might sell. Might not be a bad idea. But changing this to where there are modules of text in between here, that would make a huge deal. But this is cool. You could use, this is perfect, your favorite chef's favorite ingredient. I love that. From Southern Japan to Southern California. Change this to a brand story image. Put these in there as brand story images. Your favorite chef's favorite ingredient. Tell them about it. Tell them about it. These are all text modules waiting to happen, and plenty of these can be used for images. This is great. They even have recipes. That's so cool. That's great. Put the recipes on there. They'll put them in. You can put them as images or text modules. That'd be fine. I also would say that if you have other products that you want to show off a little bit here, since specifically this product is FBA, the Yuzuko, let's go ahead and look in here. What's going on with this place? 83% positive. They have other products. You know what that means? A plus comparison table. Put all of these together. I see what they did now. I totally see what they did. This bottle right here, you notice the colors? Does that look familiar? They used that bottle for this image. So what they really need to do here is make sure they have a templated image stack that they can use for the two different products. And then place those two different products, three different products down here in an A plus comparison table. Again, this listing really needs more crawlable text and the bullet points and the A plus content. Big change, CTR. You improve CTR, those ratings are going to go way up. You're going to get even more sales because the conversion rate is clearly there if there's 500 being bought per month. And then, of course, that A plus comparison table to show off your additional products. And please, for the love of God, put in a brand story. I want to know more about your story. Whether you're a brand owner, agency, or just somebody trying to figure out what they're doing in the business world, give me a call. I'd love to schedule a free coaching call with you going through the month of March, and then after that, my rates go back up to $100 for a 30-minute call. Additionally, I will be having some promos through the month of April, but book with me now as fast as you can. I'm here to do the jobs that you may not want to do, reviewing listings as well as doing any projects and paperwork. I want to help you. The small business owner gets crapped on a lot by Amazon and these big companies and all their regulations and things like that. Well, you have an advocate here at Preston's Quality Solutions.